Okay, Chris, we're ready for the news.
If you're tired of the same old news,
what more do you want? I want the truth.
You're hearing it. Strap yourselves in, folks.
never fear.
What's the dealio?
Part of life is learning to let things go.
We've got news moms can use.
What was that name again? I missed that.
News moms can use.
Brought to you by Therapon Skin Health, helping moms have healthy, youthful-looking skin for 20 years.
Okay, this is News Moms Can Use, and we at Channel Mom pick our news stories based on what we think moms want or need to hear and what might help them and their families. Okay, from our big news file, did you happen to know, Chris and Shelley, that yesterday was Take Your Dog to Work Day?
No, I did not.
No, but that sounds fun.
Okay, Shelley, you're supposed to say that's ridiculous. I mean, I love my dog, but I don't know that I would take him to work.
In Colorado,
Yes.
In Colorado, that seems appropriate.
They take their
Every day
dogs
is Take Your Dog to Wash Park Day, so might as well take them to work.
And in your car and to the store, absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was funny.
I like it.
Yeah.
Did anybody actually do that?
I don't know. I didn't see anybody doing it. It would be kind of hard in the restaurant business.
I mean, can you imagine taking it to a court case or something? Just be like, look, it's Take Your Dog to Work Day.
That would be awesome.
Duh.
Okay, you may have heard about this very upsetting story, but the ending is a happy one, so we're going to give you that happy ending today. It's all about the upsetting video of a 68-year-old bus driver named Karen Klein. The video shows this grandmotherly-looking woman being viciously bullied by the children she was watching over, and the video went viral, and it shocked a lot of people. An excerpt from the video showed the 13-year-old kids swearing at Karen and calling her fat and making fun of the fact that she was sweating and maybe even tearing up at one point. The lowest point of the verbal abuse came when one of the boys told Klein that she did not have any family because they, quote, all killed themselves because they didn't want to be near you, unquote. Klein's son actually took his life 10 years ago, so this was particularly brutal. Well, thank God there is a happy ending. The internet struck back in reaction to that heart-wrenching video. People stepped forward with an outpouring of concern, kind words, and love, frankly, with a fundraising campaign that has raised more than $500,000 for Klein, who makes about $15,000 a year.
As a bus driver, that's great.
Well, no, she's a bus aide. She sits on the bus. Precious little thing. If you saw the video, she's just sitting there, and she's like, can't you just think of something nice to say?
Not middle schoolers?
She was just she took it so well. The 68-year-old spoke out on the Today Show, telling Matt Lauer that she's overwhelmed by the amount of support she's received. She'd also appeared on Fox and Friends, where she talked about how she was able to maintain her composure while the students were insulting her. She was. She said she didn't want to hurt anybody. She was just trying to let things go in her life. For the parents whose kids bullied her, Klein had these words: I'm sorry that your sons acted the way they did. I'm sure they don't act that way at home, but you never know what they're going to do when they're out of the house. I just want to say God bless her for having a forgiving and loving attitude about the whole thing.
Wait, the big question here. What did they do to the kids?
What's about the kids?
I believe they're being suspended or expelled. She herself said she hoped they didn't have to go to the police or jail or something. But here's the reason we have this show. Children need good mothers to teach them not to call the bus aide fat. I mean, my goodness. Hello? So, yeah, I just want to remind people that we need good mothers to raise children better than that. Okay. By the way, Denver, yesterday, broke a long-standing record for heat, according to the National Weather Service. The temperature hit 99 degrees at 1:04 p.m., and that broke the old record of 98 set in, would you care to guess?
1894.
1950.
You were very close, Chris. You must have already heard this. 1874.
Oh, that was a good year.
And then it went up to 100, so it truly broke the record. All right, finally, I want to get to this very quickly. We invited moms to enter a contest to help their favorite charity. It was called the Popchips Game Changer Contest. Of course, Popchips is one of our sponsors. I have their jalapeno potato chips here today. They're very good for you. No trans fats. They're fabulous. At any rate, Popchips paired lots of famous athletes across America with some great charities, getting those athletes to visit the charities and then lend a hand. Today, we've got the results of the charity chosen by Denver Bronco Eric Decker. Eric's choice, I meant to have you line up a drum roll. You don't have one handy, do you? Eric's choice, his game-changing decision, as they call it, right here in Denver, went for the Mi Casa organization, where Eric will personally be helping out. Mi Casa, by the way, offers high-quality after-school and summer programs for low-income youth, focused on academic success and leadership development. Mi Casa serves 500 youth every year at Lake Middle School in Northwest Denver. Though the school is just a few blocks away from Mile High Stadium, few of the children at Mi Casa can ever actually go to a game.
Right.
So now Eric Decker is going to bring the game to them.
Great.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
And it's not just that he's famous. It's just he's going to hang out with him, maybe play Foursquare, the whole 9 yards. So that's cool. Hey, you've probably seen our next guest on TV or at least heard a little bit about her family. That's because there are 21 people in her family. Mrs. Michelle Duggar is the proud mother of 19 children, and she's invited the nation to watch her mothering journey, along with her husband, Jim Bob, who, of course, is on a fathering journey. It's Mom Michelle Duggar of the TV show 19 Kids and Counting on the Channel Mom Show next. We'll take your questions, so stay tuned.
Say what you need to say.